Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at the parable of the workers. This can be found in the book of Matthew, chapter 20, from verses 1 to 16. The parable begins with a landowner who goes out early in the morning to hire workers for his vineyard. The landowner represents God, and the vineyard represents his kingdom. God is always seeking laborers for his work. Now, the landowner hires the first set of workers. They agree to work for 1 denarius, which is a standard day's wage. This shows us that God's promises are fair and trustworthy. He never shortchanges those who choose to serve Him. Now, we see that the landowner goes out to hire more workers at the 3rd, 6th, and 9th hours of the day. God calls people at different stages of life, some from youth, some in middle age, some even later, but everyone is invited into his service. The landowner goes out and hires even those standing idle at the 11th hour. This is basically 5 p.m. in biblical times, just 1 hour before the workday ends. It is never too late to respond to God's call. Even those who come at the last moment can still receive His grace. In verses 9 to 10, everyone receives the same payment, 1 denarius, as earlier agreed, regardless of how long they worked. You see, in God's kingdom, salvation is not earned by effort but given by grace. Everyone who believes receives the same eternal life. Now, the early workers complained, thinking they deserved more because they worked longer. This is a warning against spiritual pride and comparison. God's blessings aren't based on seniority but on His generosity. The landowner reminded the workers, saying, open quote, "Friend, I am not being unfair to you. Are you envious because I am generous?" End quote. You see, God's ways often defy human fairness. He deals in grace, not merit, as is often the standard of humans. The parable shows that eternal reward is based on the grace of God, not on how long or hard we've worked. It levels the ground at the foot of the cross. Whether you come early or late, the same grace covers all. You see, Jesus concludes by saying, open quote, "So the last shall be first, and the first last." End quote. God's kingdom turns human systems upside down. Humility, not rank, earns honor before Him. You see, the parable of the workers in the vineyard reveals that God's grace is generous, His timing is perfect, and His reward is definitely certain. Whether you come at the first hour or at the 11th, the invitation is still open. The invitation is open to you watching this video right now. He is beckoning on you to come into His vineyard so that you can receive His reward at the end of the day. Thank you for watching. Stay blessed.